Hello. I decided I'm going to do my first ever book tag. It's the Not Safe for Work book tag. Alright, questions. The first question is, what is the last book you would want your parents to walk in on you reading? And, well, for the most part, my mom just let me read whatever. Didn't have any problems. And, I'm 27 now. She doesn't care what I'm reading. So instead of saying which book I wouldn't want my mother to catch me reading, I'm going to state the book I wouldn't want anyone to catch me reading, or I would be embarrassed. Like the last book I'd want anyone to see me reading would have to be 50 Shades of Grey. And I know you're like, oh, why that book? Well, it's not so much the content as much as it's like everybody knows what it's about. And everybody, it's like it's not really that good of a book literature-wise. Like, you can read it and there's words used in the wrong context. Like they'll say someone's literally doing something and they're not really, like if they were literally doing that, it would be like, what the hell? But yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to see me reading that just because the quality of the book, the material in it is just, oh, no. Yeah. Alright, next question. It is storming outside and you're home alone for the night. What book would only make matters worse? And I have two books, and the reason why I chose these is because I've actually been home alone and I've read, a short story by this author and I couldn't get back to sleep. And I have the books up here. I'll go get them. And they are Skeleton Crew by Stephen King and Nightmares and Dreamscapes. The one story that I faintly remember reading and I couldn't get back to sleep was they got a hell of a bed. And after reading that, I couldn't get back to sleep. So, yeah. And I've read other, it's weird, it's like his short stories freak me out more than his novels. Like, I read his novels and they don't scare me, but I still enjoy them. But his short stories have more of a hold on my psyche and the fear spectrum than his novels. Okay. I keep going back and forth here. Let me get the rest. I don't want to keep going back and forth. Let's see. Next question is, have you ever read a book simply because of the controversy surrounding it? Yes. 3 prime examples are, of course, 50 Shades of Grey. Like, hey, what's the big deal? I have to check it out. And it was disappointing. And the other 2 books that I've read, just because of the controversy around them, was Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Yeah. And one of my favorite books I've read ever, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I love this book. I just recently read it this year and it blew me away. I loved it. Yeah, I didn't really think this was that controversial. I guess because, maybe in the 60s it was, but I read it today and I'm not really, well, I read it in high school. I haven't read it in a while, but I wasn't that shocked. I wasn't like, it was like, what? But yeah, this book, I love this book. I read it and I can see, Like if you ban this book or something, it's like, why? Like, what kind of person would not want you to read this? It's weird. Let's see. Next question. What is the most cringe-inducing romance or sex scene you have ever read? Okay, well, there's been several in this book. It's not really romance, but it's like, I don't know. Wait, I can't choose this book. It's a cringe-inducing. That goes to another title. Okay, let me pull it up. It's on my Kindle, so. It's called, I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. No, you can't see it because of the glare. Let me tone down the brightness and see if that helps. Nope, still not helping much. Puss Junkies. Yeah, I guess you can see it that way. That was probably the most cringe, and I don't even want to go into detail about what it was about. Just read it yourself, and yeah, I was like, ooh. But yeah, it's in the bizarro genre. That genre's known for pushing the envelope and bringing in the shock value, I guess. But yeah, that was probably the most cringe-inducing sex scene I've ever read. Ugh. Next question, what book has made you question the author's sanity? I don't have a copy of this book. I checked it out at the library when I was in high school, and I have to say, William Burroughs' Neck at Lunch. I don't even know what the hell it was about. I just remember there was this one scene where the guy and the girl were doing it, and a vine came out of her thing. I don't even know what it was about, but I know drugs were possibly involved. Maybe I should reread it now that I'm older. When you're younger, you read a book and you really, you don't have the, you're not, you're, as you get older and you read more, your reading level improves. So maybe I should reread it again. But I read it, I'm like, I don't even know what this is about. But okay, next question. Have you ever put down a book and not finished it because the content was too much for you? Yes, I have. There's been several, but some of those I know I can go back on and try to reread, and some Stephen King novels, when I was younger I couldn't finish them, but now that I'm older I've gone back and read them and be like, oh, okay, I got this. But there's one book, I've tried to read it twice, and I could never finish it. The most I ever got was like halfway through, and it's not even, well, it's a classic, but I could never finish it for some reason. It's 1984. This is the only copy I have because I got it I used to volunteer at my school's library, and they were discarding a lot of books, and I got this copy, but I never seemed to finish 1984. But yeah, that's the one book I couldn't finish because it was just too depressing, really. But yeah. All right, next question. What fictional character have you had the most not safe for work thoughts about? Now I know if you've only seen the Stanley Kubrick version of the adaptation of this novel, you're like, what the hell? Really? But the novel's a whole lot different from Stanley Kubrick's adaptation, and That character is Jack Torrance from dun, 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 The Shining. And I have a total of 3 copies of this book. Like, there's one I had, my mom got me when I was 11. Yeah, because I saw the miniseries and I was like, oh, you know. And, yeah. And I have this copy I bought last year. And there's a copy on my Kindle as well. So, yeah, I kind of, and I have the miniseries. I got it for Christmas last year from my roommate, and it was one of the best presents ever. I started screaming when I realized what it was, but yeah, that's the character I think about the most, I guess. I mean, it's not really, I don't know, not really that much not safe for work, but I don't really have that kind of thoughts about fictional characters. I don't know, just seems weird. I don't know, but the older you get, I guess that stuff doesn't, I don't know, it just dies down a little. Okay, so what's your most not safe for work book cover or drawing photo inside a book? Alright, let's see. It's obviously going to be something bizarro. Let me see what I can find. So, oh yeah, wait. Let's see. I was going to say Push Junkies, but okay. Oh, this is so hard. It's not really that bad, actually, but I guess. Hold on, wait a minute. I think I know a good one. Only because I showed my friend this and he was disgusted by it, so I guess. Okay, cover. Let's see if you can see the glare. It's called The Obese by Nick Antoskia. It's a bizarro book. I got it on special on Valentine's Day. Yeah, but yeah. Let's see. Next question is: have you ever read something from the erotica romance genre, and what did you think? Yes, I've read probably 2 romance erotica type books, and I'm not impressed. I'm very disappointed. I've been very disappointed by erotica. Like, I'll read it and I'm thinking, I don't know. It's like sex for sex sake. There's no point to it. It's like just seems like just nothing but a bored housewife's fantasy. I'm like, no. I just don't really care for erotica. There's the last question. You stumble across the port key. What fictional world would you not want to be transported into? I wouldn't want to be transported into any dystopias. I guess, I don't know, I wouldn't want to be, I would say the Hunger Games, but I'm 27 now. So I don't think I'd have to worry about that. I don't know, there's a lot of dystopian worlds that I wouldn't want to be transported into. I guess George Orwell's Europe. Yeah, it's that weird place. It's been a while since I read it, but I wouldn't want to be in the world of 1984. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. But yeah, that's my first book tag video. Yeah, most of the videos I have on here has been art, but I finally did a book tag. I guess that's it. Bye. YouTube.